In this video, we'll be working with Vocabulary Victor to look for context clues to help us to work out the meaning of words that we might be unsure of. Vocabulary Victor is the clever canine who will help you to give or explain the meanings of words in context. Sometimes Vocabulary Victor questions may ask you to give the definition of a word that you're unsure of. Looking for context clues means using what you've read so far, using the sentences around a word, or using what you already know about a plot or text to work out what a word means. Listen to the beginning of this extract from a non-fiction text about extreme survival. Extreme survival, the latest craze. Extreme survival refers to the activity of surviving in a hostile or challenging environment. This pursuit has snowballed in popularity recently as a hobby for many adults. Attracted to the concept of pushing their physical and mental capabilities to the limit, many people find added thrill in the real or perceived risks that they face in the process. Some thrill seekers travel to jungles, some subject themselves to extreme temperatures, and others embark upon perilous journeys. Vocabulary Victor wants to know which of these words is closest in meaning to the word snowballed. Is it reduced or increased? Let's start by finding the word snowballed in the text. The sentence says, "This pursuit has snowballed in popularity recently." Now let's look for context clues to help us work out the meaning. We need to know whether the popularity of extreme survival activities has reduced or increased. The next sentence offers a clue. It says that many people find added thrill. The phrase "many people" suggests that lots of people are taking part in extreme survival activities. We can also find a clue in the title of the text. Extreme survival, the latest craze. Does it give the impression that the popularity of extreme survival activities is reducing or increasing? Using these two context clues, we know that the word snowballed is closest in meaning to the word increased. Hoo-yah! Let's take a look at some other questions that can be answered by searching for context clues. For our first question, you're being asked to tick the word which is closest in meaning to the word labour. You'll need to find the word labour in the text and look for context clues to help you find the answer. Pause the video now and press play when you've read through the new extract of text. Have you read the new extract of text? Excellent. Let's take a look at the options. Does the word labour in this extract mean exercise, easiest part, learning, or hard work? For this question, the context clues can help us eliminate the incorrect answers. The first option is exercise. The next sentence talks about the preparations involving understanding plants and geology. As these are not related to exercise, we know that's not the answer. The next option is easiest part. As the rest of the extract is talking about lots of different skills, the word easiest doesn't fit with the rest of the text. The third option is learning. Although this could fit in with the text, the next sentence talks about survivalists being experts, which gives us a clue that learning isn't the right answer. That leaves us with hard work. As we've already mentioned, the extract talks about lots of different skills that survivalists need. Therefore, hard work is the closest in meaning to the word labour in this sentence. Hoo-yah! For our next question, you're being asked to say what the word venturing means in the extract of text. To answer this question, you'll need to look in the text for context clues. If you'd like to read through the extract of text again, pause the video now and press play when you have an answer. Do you have an answer? Great! You should have found the word venturing. As the question shows, it comes at the beginning of a sentence, before venturing to their challenge destination. The word before is a context clue. It tells us that something has to happen before the venturing takes place. If we read the rest of the sentence, it shows us that Survivalists will spend months absorbing as much knowledge as possible about the location they plan to survive in. What words could fit in place of the word venturing that would happen after a survivalist has spent months absorbing information about a location? This question is subjective, so you may have different answers to your friend. Subjective means based on your own ideas or opinions. This is because there are several ways it can be answered. Let's take a look at an example answer. It says, going to. In this sentence, the word venturing means that survivalists have to do some things before going to their challenge destination. Hoo-yah! For our final question, you're being asked to say what the word deterrent shows us in the new extract of text. You may wish to write your answer down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper, or you may just wish to say it out loud. Pause the video now and press play again when you've read the extract of text and have an answer. Do you have an answer? Great. Let's take a look at an example. Remember, there are several ways of answering this question. Your answer may look different to your friends. In this sentence, the word deterrent shows us that the predators are put off by the fire. Well done if you found the context clues which showed the effect of the fire on the predators. Hoo-yah! No survivalist wants a large predator visiting them. Thanks for watching. For more English support, check out some of our other English concept videos available on the Twinkl website.